So hello again guys, been a long time since the last video. Been quite busy with some other projects that I didn't film at all. Fiat Bravo 1.4 Sport. It was like a full project almost. You know, the M32 gearbox and everything was totally messed up, so everything have been rebuilt in the previous project. Now this is the new project. It's an Audi TT Quattro 225 2000 year model, and you know about TTs, the common faults. Yes sir, this one have all the common faults gathered in this car. Like all the common faults you can think about in the Audi TT, it's in this one. Starting with the valves, this valve 249 and 79 97 valve, PCV breather, the both drive shafts are broken from inside. I don't know if you can get any view of that. Yeah, drive shaft is so, yeah, it's here. Yeah, both drive shafts. The only you can see here, it's only that rubber, it's broken, but basically the whole shafts are broken. Both shafts are exactly the same problem, which is common fault in these beautiful cars. The Quattro badge, yeah. It have a nice body, like there is no signs in the body. It looks clean, nice interior with the fancy all leather black. All electronics works fine, and of course the common fault with the gauges, the temperature gauge, it's showing like it starts from 79, and if you hear it start to go up and down, it's crazy. That gauge motor needs to be replaced. These both have been replaced. The Haldex system, we're gonna service it, so we got a full service kit for this one. Front brake pads, front brake discs and rear discs and pads. The timing belt, water pump. I like always when I do these services, and I always recommend for any car, if you do the timing belt, always at the same time with the timing belt do the water pump, do the thermostat if it's not electrical operated thermostat. Like this one, it have a mechanical, totally mechanical thermostat. Is a small one. Here it is. It's just a normal thermostat. Sometimes it comes with a housing for other models, not the Audi but generally it comes with the whole housing. So basically they are about 60 and under 60 US dollars like price for them. But if it's electrical, then it's gonna be like crazy expensive, which is 150 and more. So you can change it just when you get the fault light. It's always recommended to do these services at once: timing belt, water pump, thermostat, and the reservoir cap, which is this, because it has some pressure. It opens in some pressure, and when you take like the car, this one is like over 200,000 kilometers. I don't know how much is this in miles, about 130, 140 miles, 140,000 miles. So, of course, you do all these services, and it's enough for any valve to get broken for 100,000 kilometers. It's enough for a valve to work this much. So, timing belt 100,000 kilometers or 5 years, whatever comes first. And what other faults we have? We talked about the PCV. It's of course famous. with the BCV you always do these services when you are opening and messing up everything. So we change this at the same time with the breather. And brake fluid, you have to change it every 40,000, every 3 years to 4 years maximum, 40,000 kilometers. Of course the oil and all the other filters are being changed. The Haldex filter, the Haldex oil, fluid, everything. Now this is the new timing belt fitted in there. It's quite easy, but it's intense to just reach it. So you have to take several parts away. You disconnect the fuel lines and this stuff, everything that comes in here. Under the servo cab you take it off. After you take the coolant down from, you have some kind of a hose down there, you can take the coolant away and you take this out. Then you have a sign in here, this one, this is small sign, it have to be aligned with this one in here. And in the crankshaft down, so let's open the light. In the crankshaft down you have here is a small, it's a different color in this car, so we mark it always with white, and we mark the whole teeth with white so we can get it aligned to the same place where it aligned to this middle piece. The most thing that's pain in the ass is this one. This is a pain in the ass, man. And water pump fitted, new tensioner and all the kit. Always when we change timing belts for any car, we do the serpentine belt. Always get a good mark like Gates, INA. There is several good marks, but I trust Gates and INA the most, and there is several I can also trust, but usually I use always Gates for the belts. So it's gonna be long project, hopefully not too long, because this is gonna be my own car. You have in here the useless pose system. It sounds really amazing. It's a full active system, full amplified system. So we're gonna change this one, of course, with an Android system. Like, it gives the car the soul. For me at least, I don't know how to drive a car without an Android system. It's a must-have system. All these are, you know, this oil tunnel plastic, it always gets broken. We just get them always in hand. The filter and the Haldex oil. You only need one, not two. You only need one of those 275 ml. Yeah, blow off valve also, we're gonna change it. So we are doing a full service and everything have to be changed, including the oil for the gearbox. So stay tuned for this nice project. Car, beautiful Audi TT Quattro 225, 6 gears and APX engine. It's an APX code. There is the BAM and the APX, so this one is the APX. Basically they are almost about the same. Everything you got from these, you have these hoses, and all the vacuum lines are basically the same in both engines. Yeah, so these services with the spark plugs, any kind of filter is being changed, including the fuel filter. Yeah, stay tuned, guys.